I want to talk to you today about the Obama FU prophecy, I'm going to call it. The Lord gave me a dream that a lot of people was running to this hand, and I've got a video on about this before. I've written on Facebook about it. I've talked several times about it, and but I don't have anything specially just for this. But I've seen this prophecy come into pass here lately more than ever about where Obama is turning against the people of the United States. In this dream there was a lot of people. They was looking to this hand and they was praising this hand, and this hand slowly began look just like Obama's hand, same color, just the right shade, everything right shape. I wasn't too sure that this was Obama's hand until just recently I was listening to Rush Limbaugh, who is one of the best conservative reporters that I know. He has a lot of truth. He keeps up with a lot of situations that's going on in our government, and he's just a great guy to get information from. He's on TV and radio. I listen to him on 95.3 here in Indiana. But in this dream, this hand, it was reaching out at first like this, and it slowly began to turn and to give the finger to these people that was reaching out for help from this hand. And just recently, with the appointing of Susan Rice to a higher position, well, to a position, she didn't have one before. She almost had one, but she was knocked out because of what the lies she told him about Benghazi. Well, either she knew that she was lying, or she was not smart enough to understand that she should check on something before she knew that it was a lie. So she obviously was a part of it. Since she's accepted this new position in the Obama administration, she has shown herself to become a part of the lies and of the proverbial FU that Obama is flipping off to the people of the United States now by her appointing. And that's what Rush Limbaugh said, reminded me of this prophecy that the Lord has given to me. I had this dream not too long after Obama's first election that he became president, and there was all different kinds of races there, all different kinds of peoples. I noticed that there was more white folks there than there was any other kind, and it seems like that the white middle class is being hit the hardest of everything that Obama is doing. Gas just went up to $4.25 an hour. Just today, hit to $4.25 here in northern Indiana. So we're starting to feel this FU that Obama has reached out and started handing to the people. Now there was a lot of people that warned folks, if you put this man in, his economics would destroy America. And right now the government they're hiding the actual numbers of unemployment. They're not telling you what kind of numbers they got. They're just like the IRS, the scandal that went on there. They're doing the same thing with the unemployment. They're hiding. They're protecting this moron who is destroying our country. Don't know how to run anything. Go and check on his background before he came elected. He was running a company. He ran it into the ground. Wasted millions of dollars, just like he's doing right now. He don't know how to do anything except fail. And the whole country is going to feel this. Man, I'll tell you what, the whole country is going to be hurting. There's going to be people starving, people out of work. It's going to be a real bad time. We're starting to feel this, and the Lord has told me that it's coming. God can see things in the future. He knows what's coming down, and He warns people. If people don't listen, to what God is saying, then the people will suffer. I've told many people this before. I just talked to a pastor not too long ago, and I told him, I says, look, I said, the Lord sent you word, and you didn't listen. And I says, now you're going to suffer. And I was at his church last weekend, and he had about 6 or 7 people in the church. His church is dying out. God told me about this man, that he was going to be taken out of that place. He's not going to be pastor there anymore. God's going to send him back out on the road because he wouldn't listen. And America's doing the same thing. America, unless you turn your hearts back to God, we're in trouble. Some young lady the other day on YouTube, she said, she said, you Christian people scare me to death. Well, you know, we're trying to hand out love. We're trying to hand out prosperity, and that scares her to death. I'll tell you what, the Muslim way of life is what ought to scare you to death, because if you don't accept Allah, when after the Muslims come and take your country over, they'll line you up, and they'll shoot one of you at a time until you say, I accept Allah. Now that's what you should be scared of. The heretical things that the news media is trying to hand to the people of the United States about Christianity, that's what you should be scared of. You should be scared of people destroying the Constitution, which is the foundation of this country. That's what you need to be afraid of. You don't need to be afraid of people handing out love. Christianity is something you can accept or not accept. But if you don't, you go and look at every other pagan country in the world, there is no Christian country on the face of this planet today that is in poverty. All the countries that are in poverty is pagan. And the rest of them are headed in that direction. Why is that? Well, because God has the foundation of all prosperity. And the Bible says that every country that turns against him will be turned into destruction. So it's like a rock that goes up. What goes up must come down. I want to try to get more videos on. Tell you things, keep up with what God is doing in this country. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming. Now eventually we're going to put stuff on. We're going to be talking on television. We're going to get a show, put it on TV. Yeah, we're going to have radio broadcasts. God is leading me to do a lot of reach outs. A lot of things that is coming. And the heart of America needs to be spoken to. God's going to give me power to do this. God's going to give me power over the media. And I'll tell you about that stuff later. But right now I just want you to think about what I've said here on this video. And call me, talk to me. Tell people, share this video. Let's get the word out. Because we have a hurting country and we need to get it fixed. God bless you, and I'll see you again next time.